Hello there, hi everyone, welcome back to Return of the Nerd. I'm Gary and this is my weekly vlog, and it's been a while since the last one, sorry about that. It's his fault, the 187th Clone Trooper. Last week, the timing was just perfect. I couldn't help myself, I just went for it and I bought so many cases and I sold all of them. So this was so super hot last week, and it was just purely because of the timing, I think. I was lucky and I just, I saw an opportunity and I went for it. If you didn't manage to pick one up, I still do have a couple of cases left over. There seems to be an abundance of them in Taiwan right now. That happens sometimes. So moving on anyway, so recently we've got some new information from Yakface, rumor reports, and the Andor figures are supposed to come out, get this, they're supposed to come out September the 1st, right? Because obviously, originally, Andor was slated to release at the end of this month. Now, last week we got the full feature trailer, which looks like totally wicked. Everyone's saying like, wow, that was really badass. But I'm now worried that Hasbro and Disney Plus and Lucasfilm are not really working in sync with each other. Because I'm getting pre-order lists from the distributors with Andor figures, Black Series, not for TVC, but for Black Series, a lot of them, and it says I can actually have them and sell them on the first week of September, which doesn't sound correct. That has never happened before, as far as I remember. We had Mandalorian season 1, 2, we had Book of Boba Fett, we had Kenobi. No, that's never happened before, so I'm kind of worried that Hasbro, there'll be some miscommunication, and then all of these Andor figures are going to go out to retailers here in Taiwan or in Hong Kong, and then they'll have to be recalled, or Asia's going to get a slap on the wrist because Disney's not. If you're Disney, you're not going to want the figures to come out before the first episode for possible, obviously for spoilers. But I think that that's just the right thing to do anyway. So that's weird. We'll see what happens. Yes. So the two that we know for sure are the Shore Trooper, and it has the orange line. That's going to be the color scheme for the Andor Black Series, and also the Imperial Officer Cassian Andor. So those two. I'm also thinking that we'll probably get a Death Trooper. We'll probably get a Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Basically, all of the troopers that we saw in that full-length feature trailer should be available in the line, and I think the line's going to be very long. Like with Kenobi, there's going to be quite a few figures, and they will be released, kind of bunched up and close together, which is good. I don't really like it when, Book of Boba Fett, we only got a couple of figures, and that was a long time ago now. It feels like a long time ago since we all started watching that together, and so if they should really release those figures and have them in sync with what we're watching on Disney Plus. Right, next I wanted to talk about, I went out on last week and I actually went toy hunting, and I don't often get to do that because I'm so busy running this business here, and I got a couple of goodies I wanted to share with you. The first one is this guy here. I got Paz Vizsla. Do you remember this was the Deluxe 2? Do you remember they used to be the red and black box, D1, D2, D3. What else did we have? The Imperial Probe Droid, that was a cool one. So I know that next week, ToyForce, which is my company, we will be able to get and sell the San Diego Comic-Con. There's 3 of them, right? You've got the Andor with the 2 sliding doors that open. You've also got Black Series Boba Fett in disguise, is all black, and the other one is Jon Favreau's, is this one with Jon Favreau's face sculpt. So yeah, I'm going to pick up some cases and we'll see what happens. There was a mistake made here with the Andor. The price was given to us on the list and it said it 100 and something US dollars, and I was like, well, that can't be right. So my partner, my girlfriend, she's been talking to the wholesalers and talking to people through the channels, and finally found out that that was actually a mistake. The price is not it's not going to be that expensive, but it is still like really pricey. And then what else? Oh, the other thing I found, so I got D2 Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, and I also found some of these as well, also from Rogue One, the hover tank driver, really cool. So, you know, if you still, I do like that feeling when you go toy hunting and then you know, go to the back of the shelf, and sometimes you'll find some treasure hidden behind there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about those two. I'm going to keep them for myself. Right, next we're going to talk about Andor. So yeah, we got that new feature-length trailer, and I think a lot of the characters in there are super interesting. Some of them we know, and some of them we don't know, right? So we know Saw Gerrera, we know Cassian Andor, we know Mon Mothma because she's been in Rogue One and she's also in Return of the Jedi. I mean, for sure, we're going to be getting TVC and Black Series figures for those characters. And I think that we'll probably get like multiple Cassian Andors as well, like we did with Kenobi. Some of the other characters, I don't know who they are. They look pretty cool. The first one is Kayla, or K-L-E-Y-A, Clea. She's only in it for a nanosecond, and she's talking about this is the beginning of the revolution. A very young and beautiful, looks kind of like a princess. The other one is Tay Colmer, who he's talking to Mon Mothma, and he's saying, "What are you doing, you know, behind closed doors?" I think this show is going to involve a lot of politics, which will be quite good. If they do it the right way, it'll be quite interesting, because we'll see the Imperial Senate, all the different power groups, you know, and for now people are kind of just going along with Palpatine, but maybe not everyone's happy about this new system, and we're being introduced to some of the the higher echelons of society, you know, like the elite families from all these different planets, like we were in Kenobi with Princess Leia's family, right? So they're really powerful. The next one is Sergeant Linus Mosk. He's got some Elvis Presley lamb chops. I quite like that. That's in keeping with A New Hope, isn't it? All the Imperial officers have the, you know, back then in the late 70s, my dad had lamb chops, big sideburns. He looks like, I mean, he's not, I wouldn't say he was a stormtrooper, or he might not even be, you know, working for the Empire. They could be like a police force which has been tasked to supervise the planet. I don't know, but they do look a little bit sinister. But a couple of the characters, this one and the other guy, his name is Cyril Khan, and it just, you get the feeling that these guys will be asked to do some things that they feel are immoral and unjust, and they'll question their orders. You just get that feeling, right? Cyril Khan, he's the younger one, and SK, what does that mean? Some people are speculating this is Starkiller. I don't know because I haven't played the computer game, and I don't know about the timeline. Where would Starkiller fit in? You can tell me in the comment section. I think we're all just overthinking on that one, but that would be cool if it was Starkiller. Yeah, and then I think the most interesting new character is the female ISB officer, and her name is Dedra Mero, and she looks like a complete psychopath. I'm sure that there'll be some backstabbing between her and the other ISB officers, and it will be very reminiscent of what we saw in Rogue One between Director Krennic. Don't choke on your own aspirations, Director Krennic. Him and Moff Tarkin, right? They're constantly, you know, trying to take credit for each other's work. What does he say? My achievements. So there's some pretty interesting characters coming up in Andor, and yeah, I'm just wondering because there's quite a lot of episodes. This story is going to be way deeper and way more. It's going to be way more, you know, complex than the Kenobi, because Kenobi was like super short, what, 6 episodes, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, next let's talk about Return of the Jedi, because next year will be 2023, which is officially, it was 40 years ago since we all watched that movie, and Hasbro are, you know, preparing to show off the anniversary lines for Black Series and TVC. So we have gotten some images already via Yak Face. I mean, most of them are just repacks, which is to be expected, isn't it? But there is a new one, I think. There's a couple of new ones which are deluxes, rumored for the Black Series, and they'll probably, I guess they'll be, you know, nice carded figures. But then again, how does that make any sense? Because aren't we supposed to be going plastic free by the end of this year? So I don't know how that. This is so contradictory, the news.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Anyway, the ones that we have seen are, we saw Admiral Akbar, and we also saw Boba Fett. They look nice. I'll get the Boba because I'm a Boba collector. I kind of like, I'm a completionist when it comes to Boba. I just try to get as many as I can. I'm just a real sucker for Boba. So I think the line will be popular, but again, we do need to have a couple of new molds in there. We do need to have something that's, I mean, can't we have a Comic-Con exclusive, like a small vehicle or a creature? You know, obviously, we have can we have Jabba the Hutt on a card bag and it just I guess again it all comes down to those creatures, isn't it? Like in Jabba's palace and also on Jabba's sail barge. I mean, what about a yak face? That would be cool. What about I mean, there's lots of weird creatures in the palace, and yeah, because we've had everything else, haven't we? We've had Ewoks of every shape, size, and color, and we've had all the troopers, and I just don't know. Like, is there anything else? Is there anything that we are missing from that movie?
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Okay, someone sent this to me. I thought it was pretty funny. It's a bootleg Funko Pop. It's called Space Wars, like Spaceballs. His name's not Chewbacca because that would be illegal. Copyright fans. His name is on the back here. Collect them all. Right. So his name is The Risk. Oh, doesn't make any sense. Black Knight, Captain, Great Master, and Robot. So there's 5 of them in the line. It's like cheap mainland China knockoff Star Wars stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of into that. So I'll put that on my shelf above my TV. Lastly, I wanted to mention that I'm having a giveaway on the channel. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving these 2 away for free to one lucky person. I've got the Jedi Ruins Boba Fett Deluxe. Actually, it says Tython here. And also the 187th, okay? So these 2 together, okay, will go to one lucky collector. All you have to do is, you know, you have to be subscribed to enter. And I always like doing this. I'll ask a question based on what I've said or what I've done in a video, and then I will put that up on my community tab, and then underneath in the comment section, the first person to get the correct answer will win these 2 figures, okay? That seems fair. And on this weekend, we're having a sale. So some of my stock, TVC and Black Series, I will designate as like this is going to be in the sale, and then they're going to be reduced by quite a lot. I really want to move some of my older stock to make room for Andor, because I just think there's going to be like tons and tons of new stuff coming. Now we're getting into, and I know it's still summer, and the kids are not even back at school yet, but as a retailer, you know, you're always planning ahead. And on my calendar, I'm like thinking, oh my god, this is going to get crazy. You know, when the kids do go back to school, we enter that, you know, the holiday period where people start getting excited about Halloween, and then straight after Halloween, we go like, oh, it's Thanksgiving, and then after that, it's Christmas and the New Year. And, you know, so as a retailer, you have to be you have to be prepared months and months and months in advance for that. So yeah, I think it's going to be like DEFCON 5 here, or is it DEFCON 1? I can never remember which ones. It's going to be battle stations.
Are we blind? Deploy the garrison! Move!
Okay, that'll do for today. Don't forget to subscribe, please.